If you're thinking about moving to Northern Virginia, there's something that almost nobody explains properly. And it's not just cost of living, it's not traffic. It's what it actually feels like to live here throughout the year. Because I've seen this happen a lot. Two people move here, buy similar homes, live 10 minutes apart, and have completely different experiences. And it has nothing to do with price. It has everything to do with how they experience the seasons. So what I want to do is walk you through this the way that I would with a client. Not in a technical way, but in a what does your life actually feel like here kind of way. Spring here in Northern Virginia doesn't arrive cleanly. It kind of negotiates its way in. You'll have one day where it's 70+ degrees. People are outside. Everything feels alive. And the next day, you're back in a jacket, wondering if winter came back for a visit. And then gradually it flips. And when it does, it's beautiful. The trees fill in, neighborhoods soften, people come back outside. And you start to feel the energy of the Northern Virginia area again. Now, everyone talks about cherry blossom season in DC, and yes, it's incredible. But what most people don't realize is it's not just a downtown thing. You'll just be going about your day, driving through Alexandria, walking around in Arlington, and suddenly you're surrounded by blooming trees. It's not an event, it's just part of living here. You might pull into a neighborhood in McLean and see lots of cherry blossoms. Spring keeps you guessing in little ways too. I have had plenty of days where I get in the car in the morning and it's cold, so I turn on the heated seats. Then later in the day, or the next day, I've got the windows open and I'm feeling warm. And I'm thinking, what is going on? And then I realize the seat heat is still on. That is spring here in Northern Virginia. You're adjusting constantly. Farmers markets come back into rhythm. Mornings on the weekends feel different. Coffee, walking, browsing, and bumping into neighbors that you know. And this is when people start thinking, yeah, I could live here. But I always tell clients this: spring makes everything look good. Homes show well. Neighborhoods feel alive. But don't just fall in love with how something feels in April. Try to imagine it in July and in January, because that is the full picture. Now, summer here is where people either settle in or they get surprised, especially if you're coming from California, because this is not dry heat. This is humidity that you feel immediately. You walk outside and within a few seconds, you are aware of the air. It's heavier, it sits on you, and even at night sometimes. There are definitely days where you step outside and think, okay, this is a 2-shower day. That is just part of summer here. And I feel that when I'm showing homes to my clients in the summertime. Your routine shifts. Mornings become more valuable. Evenings, social, and midday, you're probably inside. This is when houses reveal things: sun exposure, shade, tree coverage, and the HVAC strength. I've had clients love a home in the spring, and then they call me in July saying, okay, now I understand what you were saying. But here's what makes summer work: pools, and not just as an amenity, but as a lifestyle, whether it's in your backyard or in a complex. In condo buildings, they're more relaxed and familiar. For us, living in a condo, it became a rhythm. End of the day, go down, unwind, same people, similar conversations. In suburban neighborhoods, it's a different world. Kids, swim teams, events, and energy. I have had clients pick a neighborhood just based on the pool culture alone. And then you've got the Potomac River. This is something I personally love. Boating with friends, heading up the river, pulling up near Georgetown. Sometimes we'll anchor, throw food on the grill, just have a relaxed barbecue on the water. It's one of those days where you think, yeah, this is a pretty great way to spend a day. And even July 4th, watching fireworks from the water with the DC skyline in the background. That is a special Northern Virginia, DC experience. And what is funny is, a lot of people move here without even realizing that this can be part of the lifestyle. And then, once they discover it, it becomes one of their favorite things. Fall in Northern Virginia is when everything clicks. The humidity drops, the air feels crisp, temperatures settle, and suddenly you're not avoiding the weather, you're enjoying it. You still get a little of that spring unpredictability. Maybe you're layering up in the morning and adjusting in the afternoon. But now it feels comfortable instead of chaotic. Like the weather finally figured itself out. People are out more, walking, biking, eating outside. Neighborhoods feel alive, but in a calmer, more balanced way. This is the time of year when there's festivals. This is one of the most powerful emotional seasons for buyers, because now they're not just looking at homes, they're picturing their life. This is the time of year where I've had clients literally say, okay, this is exactly what I was hoping for with the weather in Northern Virginia. Winter here in Northern Virginia depends a lot on your frame of reference. For me, it's always a little bit of a funny comparison because I grew up just outside of Boston. So winter to me meant snowstorms, blizzards, real accumulation, and going to school right in the middle of it. That was normal. Northern Virginia, very different. You'll hear snow might be coming tomorrow and everything slows down. Schools will shut down for the week. And I remember when I first moved here thinking, wait, we're canceling for this sprinkling of snow? But then you realize it actually makes sense. Northern Virginia and DC just don't have the same infrastructure because we don't need it most of the time. So when snow does hit, it is more disruptive. And this is where things like proximity to main roads, metro access, and work from home flexibility start to matter much more than people originally expect. And this is something that I tell clients all the time. If you like it here in the winter, if you like the way the house looks now, just wait until the spring, because winter is the quieter version of Northern Virginia. Spring is when things really come alive. So when people moving here ask, what's the weather like in Northern Virginia? The real answer is, it's not just weather, it's rhythm. Spring wakes things up. Summer pushes you into community. Fall is a highlight, and winter slows things down. And depending who you are, you'll connect with different parts of that. If you're thinking about making a move here, what I try to do is help people figure out not just where they can afford to live, but where they'll actually enjoy living throughout the year and throughout the seasons in Northern Virginia. So if you want, reach out. I'm happy to send you a breakdown of neighborhoods based on lifestyle, commute, and how you like to live day to day. And if you want more videos on what it's really like to live in Northern Virginia, subscribe. There's more here on my channel, and I've got more coming.